Hello tacticians, it's Nox here, and today we're going to be looking at how important star rating and gear is when you come to the Guild War, and in fact this does have an impact on the tournament arena as well. But before I get into that, I want to say my thank yous, and today they go to Jaron Kassar, Vulcan's Sons, MJ Payne, Gulty and Player2945. All of you have used my friend code and it is very much appreciated, as it really does help me keep on top of things. So thank you once again. And now let's see how much of an impact these star ratings and gear ratings actually have. So why is star rating and gear rating so important for the Guild Wars? Well, when you're setting defense, each zone has a number of defensive teams you can have, and those teams have got a maximum rarity and therefore gear rating that they can be. So if you are placing characters in an area with a rare rarity, if you are using characters below the maximum, you are already putting yourself at a disadvantage. Take, for instance, you have a 1 red star Commissar Yarrick. I've got his details here, as you can see. If you're only putting him in at a bronze level, you can see he has around 580 health. Now, if you take that all the way up to silver 1, which is the maximum for the rare rarity, he's nearly got twice that amount of health at 907, and his armor is also increased. But this isn't all you need to think about. His damage also has increased by a significant amount here, and you need to think about this on defense and on attack. So if you're placing your defenders and they're under geared, they're not necessarily going to be doing as much damage as you're hoping when they're obviously defending. And the reverse is also true. You might be thinking, well, my Commissar Yarrick is red star, it's going to be the same as theirs, but it's not. This gear is massively important. I've seen on the Discord a number of people saying, why are my troops getting obliterated? And possibly it's going to be down to the gear rating and rarity. Take, for instance, you're going in with a 4-star silver 1, but they're defending with a red star silver 1. There's not a massive amount of difference here, but you can see you're already at a disadvantage because he, with the 60% health bonus, has got twice the amount of health that you do, and already is doing more damage than you are as well. So now let's change the scenario, and you're both at red star, but you're taken in at bronze 3 and they've got silver 1. The difference is even more palpable. Looking at epic, you've got the same sort of story. For every time you go up a gear level, you're getting about 25% extra at each level on all your stats. And then for each star rating you go up, you're getting about another 10% on those same stats. So you can see that probably the most important thing to do for offense and defense is get that gear leveled up. So these are rare and epic. What's it look like for legendary? Well, the story is pretty much the same. The most important aspect for these characters is that gear level over the stars. If we were to look at the Diamond Star, you can see if we take a Gold 3 versus a Diamond 3 is quite literally double what Gold 3 is. And then, of course, on defense, they've got their additional health bonus as well. And if we go the other way, again, focusing on Diamond 3, you can see the stats don't increase as much as they do with gear level. So whilst the stars are nice to have, you should really be focusing on the gear that they're equipped with to maximise their potency. This becomes even more obvious when you look at the attack and defense values. If we look at Commissar Yarrick's attack value, even at Diamond 1, it's 1,833. You look at his defense value at Diamond 3, and it's 1,629. Which means for each attack, if he was attacking himself, only about 200 damage is going to go through, which isn't going to make much of an impact on the defender's health. If you flip that around and the defender, who's the Diamond 3 defender, is attacking yours, they are doing 2,800 damage versus your 1,000 armor. And that is going to kill you very quickly indeed. So now we know all this, how can we take this into the Guild War? And before we go into the Guild War, I just want to say a massive thank you to Blasterdelic Finland for being our opponents, and I do apologise, this has seemed to be a bit one-sided. It's the first one-sided war that we have actually taken part in, but hopefully they'll be taking all these matches into account so they can actually balance things in the future. If we look at their defence and we look at their front line, we can see why this matters. The top defence can be legendary characters, and they will go all the way up to Diamond 3. Now, what you really want to do before you fill in your legendary defences is make sure that your lower rarity defences are maxed out. Here, we can see that all bottom 3, which have got a maximum rarity of rare, have been maxed out. They've all got their 1 red star. They are all at silver 1. And this is where you want to be in your defence. Because no matter who or what your opponent is, when they attack you, they are also limited to silver 1 and the rare rarity. So this is where it levels the playing field, even against guilds who have got a stronger roster than you do. The gold, as you can see, we've got a few here which are less than gold 1, although they have got the correct 3 red stars for the epic defence. But what will make this gold zone very easy to attack are those 3 characters who have still only got silver defences. And finally, the legendary defensive zone has got 1 person with gold 3 and the rest are much lower. And again, this makes this zone much easier to attack with if you have your own diamond characters or characters which are higher than what are defending. So this really shows why it's important to fill from the bottom up. It doesn't matter what I'm attacking with, I could have a whole roster of Diamond 3. When I'm attacking those rare rarities, they're all treated as Silver 1. At Epic, they'll be treated as Gold 1. And then at Legendary, well, anything is fair game. So when filling out your defences, make sure you maximise the lower. And if you need a place to give a free attack away, make sure it's the one you can't fill out properly. Because it's better giving them 1 easy attack than to have all this mixed around and have bronze characters in silver, because then you're giving them easy attacks across the board. And thank you, Olin Zabel. I hope you didn't mind that I actually showed off your defences here. So now if we look at Brother Tidus, he's done the same sort of thing. Give away the legendary, that is fine. That is perfectly the right thing to do if you can't fill it out. What has gone wrong though is in this bottom one, they have put in Bronze 3. Now, Bronze 3 isn't terrible, but if you're not filling out your epic defense with epic characters, some of these would have been better to go in the rare rarity defense to make sure that you've got the best defense possible at that rarity. And again, a thanks to Brother Tidus for being one of our opponents. Now, I guess it wouldn't be fair to show others without showing my own defences, and you can see my diamond team, who aren't fully diamond, have been defeated, and I would like to know how many attacks it was needed to defeat them, to see if this defence was actually good. The second diamond is filled up with the rest of my decent characters that I have above gold 1. My roster is very wide. I've got a lot of gold 1 characters, not very many above gold 2 or 3. So my epic defences, as you can see, they're all maxed out for epic rarity. They're all the 3 red stars. They've all got to gold 1, and quite a few of them have actually got their skills maxed out as well. How effective are they in defense? I can't really tell you because I don't know. And I really, really hope, as I said not too long ago, that we get some statistics about how many attacks were needed so we can actually start changing around to, again, improve our defense. My next step is I still want to get the last of my roster to gold. I haven't quite got there yet with a few of them, but they're certainly on their way. And this gives me the maximum possibility to take out as many other epic teams in defence as I can, or at least help other members of my guild to attack them. But not everyone has been playing for as long as I have. I'm obviously in a very unique position being a content creator where all of you guys have supported me, and this is why I've got such a wide roster. So again, thank you to everyone who watches this and uses my friend code. So next time that you come to fill out your defences, think about who goes where to maximise your chances to have a successful defence and therefore maximise your chance of actually winning the war. If you like these videos, then it would be much appreciated if you at least think about using my friend code, as it really does help me out. Or if you or your guilds are looking for a new home, please reach out to any of the guilds shown, as we'll always welcome new people into our midst. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.